And welcome to the post-game show here at Time Warner Arena. I'm the coach, Dick Cox, joined by Carlos Smith. Carlos, looked like the Charlotte Bobcats tonight just were still hung over from Christmas from a trip last night to Oklahoma City and just didn't show up tonight.
Yeah, it's one of those things, another back-to-back for those guys, and having a tough game last night and then coming out tonight, it looked like they came out a little bit flat tonight. And Coach Clifford sounded kind of frustrated in the post-game, saying that some guys didn't have the right focus, and that's kind of the reason why it played out the way it did tonight, because the guys weren't ready to play, and it showed up at the end of the game.
Well, you know, in a situation like this, you can't have a pity party. I've talked about this before because the Magic played Cleveland last night. They had a game last night. They had a tough game last night. They showed up and played. It came down tonight to who wanted the game the most. At the end of the game, in the last couple of minutes, like you said, or some people with us said, when the Hornets turned it up, if they could have played with that intensity, they'd had a W tonight. But this is a team they now have lost twice to here in Charlotte, to a team that they're better at, they've got better talent at, and that may be a team they fight with at the end of the year for a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm. You're right, and like you said, it's these games right here are critical. Even though it's still an 82-game season, these games like this matter because at the end of the season, whoever holds the tiebreaker could potentially get them into the playoffs. And we can't keep saying, it's still early in the season, because we're getting to the midpoint now, and the Hornets are only digging a deeper hole for themselves right now. So the more games they keep losing, the harder it's going to be for them to get into the playoffs. So I think these guys just need to try to get focused and get some guys healthy and try to steer it in the right direction.
Hornets tonight with only 2 players in double figures, and that was Kemba Walker with a career-high 42, Al Jefferson with, 14 points after that. Nobody else in double figures, where the Orlando Magic came in tonight with 6 players in double figures. Good team effort. But again, the killer tonight was 44 points for Orlando in the paint tonight.
Yeah, and that's something that really bothered me about them tonight. Just the guys just getting into the lane and being able to kick it out and get easy buckets in the paint. Something that the Hornets need to do a better job of getting better, easier shots for those, give some easier shots for themselves, and just trying to keep guys out of pain. And I think this is really where they miss Lance Stevenson, because regardless of what he does on offense, he does a pretty good job of standing in front of who he's guarding and keeping these guys out of the paint. And just tonight, these guys just got pretty much what they wanted inside, just kept on driving and kicking it out and laying it up. So hopefully they'll get him back and so he can help them do a better job defending in the paint.
Coach Clifford, as a coach, I know how he feels, was very disgusted with the lack of effort again tonight, though. And I asked him about the 44 points in the paint. He said lack of communication, all they were doing running pick and roll. And again, how many times did we say nobody came over on help side, no help side? How many times did we say got beat off the dribble, got beat off the dribble, got beat off the dribble, though? And it's just, if you don't get it done on the defensive end, all the Hornets did was they got down 10, 12 points, and most of the second halves just matched baskets. It stayed at between, 15 to 10 points, back and forth, because nobody was stopping anybody on either end.
Absolutely. And even if they had a really good rim protector tonight, it really wouldn't have helped out a lot, just because, like you said, the guys were just pick and roll, and the guards were just doing a really good job of being aggressive and getting into the paint. And the Hornets, the guards couldn't stay in front of them. So it really wouldn't have made a difference if they really had a solid rim protector tonight, because they just got whatever they wanted. And this is something they really need to do a better job of, just doing a better job defense and communicating and getting some more turnovers on the defensive side of the ball. But these guys got a long way to go. Hopefully they can just turn it around some kind of way.
In the fourth quarter, Kemba did have the hot hand, but it was almost like the other guys were scared to shoot the ball, like that they need to keep getting the ball with him, or when they did take a shot, it was a stupid, no other way to put it, stupid shots. I mean, shots that did not, have any high percentage that I probably could have had a better chance sitting behind the basket of making some of them as good as chances some of them they made, though. But again, it was a very lackluster, just as Coach Clifford emphasized, total lack of focus tonight by most of the guys on this team, and again, you can't have that when you're in a situation right now where you're now 10-21. These are games, the Orlando Magic, the Milwaukee Bucks, games like that you have got to win on your home court. If you don't, that's just digging that hole even deeper.
Yeah, and this is really a disappointing loss for these guys. But with Big Al hurt right now and Lance sitting out tonight, and then all it was just Kemba walking. It was like the other guys really weren't into the game, just giving the ball to Kemba and letting him score and see what he could do. But he can't do it by himself. And like you said, Orlando, they had 6 guys in double figures. So a solid team effort. It shows a solid team effort can outplay one individual. And that's something these guys need to do a better job of, because Kemba can't do it by himself. And with Big Al struggling right now, everybody's going to take a solid team effort to get some more wins for him.
Not a good effort tonight by the Hornets. They will try to come back next week. They've got a couple of big home games next week. The Milwaukee Bucks come to town, and Cleveland comes to town, along with some games mixed in, though. So not a good report tonight from Time Warner Arena. Hopefully we'll have some better results next week.